Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company at Dubai Watch Week 2023. We're here at Moser Cie with CEO Edouard Meylan and the Streamliner Pandamonium. This is the only watch piece unique combining a panda, a minute repeater, the Streamliner case, and elements of MB&F style. Edouard, tell us about the genesis of this piece.
Well, you said a lot about it already. Thank you, Tim. But the genesis, I think, is more about the idea of collaborating again with MB&F. Remember, we did an amazing collaboration in 2020, which was, I think, one of the first collaborations in our industry. Extremely successful in the middle of the coronavirus. Brought a lot of light to independent watchmaking. We all benefited from it. I think it was amazing, the right timing, even though we had a lot of doubts. And then with Max, we said, one day we need to do it again. But it has to be one notch higher. And then came the Only Watch 2021, which was for both brands amazing. Like our Endeavor cylindrical tourbillon fetched like 750,000 Swiss francs. Max Panda reached like 650, like crazy numbers that both of us would have never dreamt of. And we said, what do we do next? You always want to be in a positive dynamics. So I went to Max, said, hey, do you have an idea for the next Only Watch? He said, yeah, we have something. I'm like, what if we do something together? He said, but what? And then we came up with a drawing of, it was already a Streamliner minute repeater. It's like, oh, this is pretty cool. And we started working on it. His team brought up the Panda, and then bang, we got this amazing, unique piece.
So now the watch you've got here is fascinating because it's kind of silly. Swiss watches are generally very serious things. This one features a panda on the dial, so you're off to a flying start.
It is. I think it's a little bit of, what I like about this watch is it's innovative, it's creative, it's beautiful, it's technical. There's a little bit of the romantic, childish aspect, as you said, silly aspect. I think it has a little bit of everything, and that's what makes this watch unique and beautiful.
I would also say realistically, because there is no longer an SIHH, the kind of special watches you used to bring to the events, this feels like the heir to the legacy of things like the Garden Watch, like the Swiss icons.
Moser Nature.
This does feel like something from that line.
Well, traditionally when we did those, like the Cheese Watch, as you refer to, the Swiss Alp Watch, the Moser Nature Watch, we always had a message. I think here the message was we want to help. And you could just make a dial different or change the color or do something in a different material. No, with MB&F and Moser, you can expect like the craziest things. And that's why we spent hours and a lot of money in developing a movement that we will be using only once. I think that's the beauty of it, and that's maybe the message we want to share. It's not always about money. It's sometimes also about giving back, and that was the idea behind the project. Unfortunately, there's been a bit of a setback on Only Watch, but who knows? In any way, we will use this watch for a good cause. Hopefully it's Only Watch. If it's not, then it's going to be another good cause.
And it's a fantastic watch because as silly as the Panda is, it's a very serious piece of horology. Beautifully finished, exquisite movement, outstanding detail decoration, especially on the dial side where you've got that arcing bridge for giant balance and extended balance staff. You've got the overcoil hairspring. You've actually got two flat hairsprings. Pardon me. This is upgraded over a legacy machine.
Typical precision engineering Moser development, yes.
So two hairsprings, 180 degrees out of phase, canceling the effects of gravity instantaneously.
And obviously a beautiful minute repeater with the hammers at the front, as we always do for Moser. But combining the two was a lot of work. We have original movement at Moser was always minute repeater, tourbillon. And people say, oh, so you changed the tourbillon to the legacy machine escapement. Well, yeah, it's not simple like this. It's hours and days and months of work and development to rework completely the movement. So it's a unique movement which will be produced only once, one watch ever.
Now in terms of the minute repeater and the Streamliner, you got a sports watch and you've got a repeater. Does it have any water resistance?
It's got 5 ATM, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
We could have gone to 120, but then you don't hear anything. So we said, okay, let's take something in the middle so it's a watch that you can still take a shower with. Take care of it.
Yeah, a minute repeater typically 0 is the standard, so 5 ATM is
that's the best song. But yes, usually ours are 3 ATM. For the Streamliner, we decided to go a little bit higher just to make sure, since it's a bracelet, you never know. Customer forgets he's wearing it, and then you can make a lot of damage if you jump into the water with it.
Now let's say down the line someone is interested in the follow-up to this. You're not going to make the movement again, but there will perhaps be a Streamliner minute repeater, as you mentioned. It's something you're thinking about.
Well, we have the Streamliner, we have the minute repeater movement, so yeah, maybe one day.
So where can they reach out if they want to know more about that or other Moser watches?
Or they reach to you, or they reach to us.
Perfect, everyone wins.
No, I mean, as you know, we're all very reachable. You go to Instagram on my account, the Moser account, info at, I get the emails, so I answer, or I dispatch to whoever. Facebook, I mean, we have a great community on Facebook. We have a lounge in New York, Moserland.
That's
go
true.
meet Claudio.
Brand new.
Yeah, you've
Claudio?
been there? Claudio is probably watching. Yeah, great place if you want to discover the entire collection of Moser, because many of them are not available, but you can go to the Moserland in New York City and then try the watches. So yeah, reach out to all those guys and they'll
Thank
be
you
in
so
touch.
much. This is just an awesome day.
Thank you.
Made so much better by good cause.
Should we listen to it?
Let's fire it up. Awesome.
I think it worked.
Perfect.